Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Friday and it's October 26th. Hope you guys having a great day so far and hope you got some great plans coming up for the weekend here. We do got a couple economic news releases to go over today, and they are pretty important ones actually. We'll start off with the GDP for the third quarter. This is the first initial one. We usually get three of them, so the third quarter's first one will be this month in October. Second one, of course, will be the November and December. We'll get the final Q3 GDP number. Now, if you recall, we had a pretty good number here in the second quarter here. The final number remained unchanged at 4.2%. Now, the forecast for the initial one for the Q3 came in at 3.4, or forecast was at 3.4, and it came in actually at 3.5%. So very good numbers here, slightly better than the expectations. And last but not least, we got the consumer sentiment index here, and the previous reporting came out at 99. So the forecast, of course, we thought it would remain the same, and it had a slight dip down to 98.6 here. Now, let's go ahead and jump here to the headline news. Oh, sorry about that. This is actually wrong here. Stock market is down actually quite a bit here. Sorry, I forgot to change that from yesterday's. Dow is actually down as much as 400, and it's kind of dissipating a little bit as I'm doing this now. It's down about 300, but it was actually up over 400. Nasdaq was down almost 200 at that point, and part of it is it looks like it's a kind of a global sell-off because Asia struggled a bit on the stock on their side of things. It looked like in Japan, some of the money was going into their yields. We also got Europe was struggled a bit on their stock market. So heading into the weekend with this uncertainty, it looks like a lot of the equity markets is going to be kind of selling off and going to a flight of safety. So we'll see the effect of that on the mortgage-backed securities here in just a moment here. But so it's kind of more of a global thing what we're seeing today here. We did have disappointing stock news on Amazon as well as Google. It's just, again, a lot of investors are kind of starting to think that maybe a lot of corporations have peaked. So a lot of corporations may hit their revenue or profits, but maybe missing on sales or different things like that. So that if they don't exceed on all categories, they're being pretty hard on those stocks. So that's why we're seeing a bit of a drop in quite a bit of them. So they may hit on certain. A lot of these corporations may hit on certain levels, but other levels may come up a little short, or maybe just even meeting it. And even by meeting it, sometimes these investors are kind of hitting it pretty hard in that regards as well. And of course, we got the uncertainty, with the higher rates and everything else that's been going on here. So again, as the Q3 earnings season comes upon us, if they're not exceeding it, they're getting kind of beaten up because the sentiment now is starting to look like maybe corporations have, for the most part, reached their peak levels right now and may not see global growth as they've been hoping. So that's what's the worries of the investors. So as we talked about the mortgage-backed securities, it's rising. We have a bit of a jump here, and it's testing the 25-day moving average, which is a good sign here. We're currently up about 25 basis points. Again, that's just enough for improvement in our pricing from what we left off yesterday. So again, rates are a little bit better. You'll find interest rates to be a little better today in terms of pricing. 10-year Treasury, it's as you see, it's a pretty big drop right now. We're down about 6 points. We're down to about 3.07 right now, and breaking below this. As you saw, we were going to have this kind of a narrow pattern here initially from the 25-day moving average and this floor Fibonacci level here, and it's breaking. Looks like it's breaking through this floor of support, which the next one's done at 305 on yields here. So we're getting pretty close to floor here at being at 3.07. But again, we'll have to see if that even holds. And the next level of support, of course, would be at the 50-day moving average here. All right, so that pretty much wraps things up. Any changes, I'll post on Twitter. So if you want to be updated on any changes, just come over to Mike Bjork on Twitter. You can follow me there, and you'll get whatever updates I put on there as well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. We'll look forward to see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.